What's up, people? Welcome to the Health is Wealth podcast. This is a show we talk about the relationship between your health, your wealth, and we're not just talking about the push-ups and dollar bills. Today's episode, your problems are your problems. What's up, people? I'm your host, Jason Shively. I got Bobby Jackson, our co-host, here with us.
What's up, everybody? Bobby Jackson.
And we're talking your problems are your problems, Bobby.
That's right. This was another good one. I think more people need to hear it. The fact that our problems are our problems. A lot of times, and I can relate, I got a lot of things going on in my life, and a lot of times I can narrow things down to being problems that I've created for myself.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just that I have to keep them to myself or that nobody else is involved with them, but sometimes I am experiencing more stress in my life. I'm not exactly where I want to be in some component of my life. A lot of times that's just because of decisions I've made, people I've put myself around, maybe things I've wasted time or money on. A lot of times it can boil down to personal decisions.
Yeah, and I like to bring up that everyone has problems. Sometimes we wish to have other people's problems, and some of those problems could be good. Right now, we're going to knock out some health problems that we try to knock out in individuals' problems, like pretty much how we started as trainers. And the people that we try to impact are the ones that don't come in at all. That's a problem.
Yeah, it's basic fitness. That's another big one, too. A lot of our clients, they come in because their health and fitness is their number one problem. It's doctor recommended. It's that we got to get these things taken care of. And that problem exists unless, of course, it's other, crazy circumstances where they have some serious health concern that just happened by chance. A lot of times it's just because we've just allowed our bodies to deteriorate over time.
Yeah.
We've been malnourished or overnourished, right? It's that we've been eating horribly, we've had just a sedentary life, and we've just allowed our bodies to deteriorate more than it should. And okay, that problem, unfortunately, was created by our own personal decisions, but that doesn't mean we got to beat ourselves over the head about it, right? That's not just it's a problem and oh my God, I can, there's just nothing I can do about it and I'm a terrible person. No, it's just, let's not stay focused on what the problem is. And let's start converting that into time we're spending going towards a solution to that problem.
Yeah, and a lot of the problems end up being choices, like you said. And it can be from the basic things that we've talked about in other episodes it's just life has gotten in the way.
Yeah.
And you forgot about dealing with your health because you were so focused on your children's health and your personal work. And that was your problem, that you didn't focus on your health. And now you're at that point in your life where you're ready to get that health back. And we're here to help that problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is not an isolated problem. This applies to so many millions of people out there that we're just starting with the most common one. And that's we've let our health and fitness slip a little bit. There's still, health goals and fitness goals that I have for myself I haven't achieved yet. Yeah. And that's because I'm either not eating as well as I should be. I am not spending as much time in the gym as I should be, trying to run the company and some other things that's going on. And so that's it. There's just a constant exchange of time, energy, money, invest in different areas. And when I'm not prioritizing with the things that are most important, they're just naturally going to slip. So that's the idea that it's never too late, right? We can always continue to make that progress. The idea is getting into a state of mind and a state of action to where we're pursuing that fix. We have the solution in our sights now, and it's no longer just dwelling on what the problem is.
Yeah, and the recent problem, what you said, I think, is mentally, is going through this pandemic, is mentally people had erupted and struggled with a schedule because their schedule just got thrown away. Their typical exercise schedule or their lack of exercise schedule was just wasted with the pandemic going on throughout the world. And it had to do with what you just said, mentally trying to figure out how I'm going to fix the problem and getting my exercise in or start exercising when my stress levels are so high right now.
And talk about a unique problem, right? Like everybody talks about that, but
it's a problem that everyone has.
Nobody's ready for it, number one.
Yeah.
Most of us had never experienced anything even close to that, right? So that was all a problem that we all shared.
Yep.
I'll say that was a situation that we all shared. Now, there are solutions to those problems, right? We all used our time in different ways. We all experienced the same setback, and it came down to how we all chose to use that time, right? Some people decided to use quarantine as an opportunity to watch as much Netflix content as they could possibly watch in a 24-hour period without just passing out, right?
Netflix made a lot of money.
Made a lot of money, a lot of exposure, right? However, that didn't help solve anybody's problems. If you went into that quarantine and money was on your mind, but you had that time away from your company, your normal paycheck started getting thin or non-existent, did you spend any time looking for different avenues to make money like Jason and I did? Or did you just sit back and dwell on what the problem is and how it was so unfair for you to be experiencing that?
And what about the problem with people gaining weight through this period of time or losing weight? It's a mindset that triggered. Some people said, I'm taking this full opportunity, whether I got to just do basic walking and literally eat like a bird for a while because my activity level is really down low.
Good solution. It.
Because we both know individuals in our own group of clients that got amazing results and some that blew up.
Yeah. Yeah. One of your clients used the phrase, instead of quarantine, she was getting corn lean. No joke though, but that was it. It was I got a couple extra minutes to work out every day. Great. And she has been killing it. And that's personally, I feel like I'm the strongest I've ever been because instead of all the cardiovascular work from the group environment that I'd been doing the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in, ton of conditioning came off my plate, so my food had to change a little bit too, had to lower the intake, but I really ramped up the heavier strength training, which I don't typically get to do, and it's just that constant balance between cardio and strength, and I feel stronger than I've been in a long time, maybe ever.
But the problem was the problem that you solved yourself was, let me get a little stronger. Since my conditioning, I'm not there, and I have access to that stuff. What does everyone have access to? We talked about the problem of what do I do with my exercises? The people that are working out regularly, what do I do? Well, I'm a big opponent of seasonal training, so change your season. You can't do weight training right now, so you should be doing some walking. Now, Bobby did the opposite. He went from conditioning to some strength training program because he had access to his business facility.
Yeah.
So
and that's it too. It's not everybody's solution is the same. So, like you said, it's general activity. When we're training for just basic health, we just got to do something. Got to go dribble a basketball. We got to kick a soccer ball around in the backyard, get the fresco ball in like C and I did a couple times. Pickleball, well, we could do it. I mean, just anything to get the body moving. That's our biggest lesson we're always trying to work into these episodes here is just movement. Just use your body as many different ways as you can. But for most people, it's weight management, right? It's not putting on too much weight. It's keeping good cardiovascular health. Boom. Those two things can be done. Walking, biking, swimming, all these different activities, landscaping. I don't care what you're washing people's cars. Yeah. Anything you do that can get that heart rate up and keep you burning and keep the calories flying off.
Yeah. And that
could have been a solution to those problems.
Yeah. And the other problem that we see through this pandemic and regularly as a personal trainer is your eating habits. Some people I know personally that have trained with me regularly, but they eat out 3 times a week. They didn't work out as much through this pandemic, but they did change their eating because they chose to cook. But when they cooked, they chose to cook better things, so they were able to maintain or lose a little bit of weight through the process because they had their problem was, how am I getting my meals in? Okay, I normally go out to eat. Most dinners are out to eat or they're delivered to me. I can't do that. I got to make my meals.
Perfect.
So that was a problem they had to solve. And the opposite happens too. People are eating really bad or really good. Now what? Now what? Now I got to feed all the kids. Now I got all the kids here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Normally it's just dinner because they're in school. School got shut down. The problem they had to fix is, man, I got to get these meals in for these kids.
Yeah,
that was a problem that you had to solve. Everyone had to solve that problem different. So,
and would we take time to look for different ways we could solve that?
Yeah.
Or did we just go for whatever the easiest one, first thing that popped into our head? I'll just make macaroni and cheese and frozen pizzas for everybody every night just because it's quick. And sometimes we got to pull back. We got to take a second, especially from like the parent point of view, which I am not. I'm not critiquing anybody's parenting skills by any means. However, sometimes it is that, okay, we just got to slow it down a little bit, take the second, jump on Google, healthy dinner options. It can be that easy to start getting the brain moving and different options kind of floating up to the surface there. So
yeah, and it's problems of how you choose to live too. I think it's a decision making when we're just talking about general problems, pandemic, just regular habits. It's just how we live and who you put yourself around. That's a choice. That's a choice that you can choose to do. If you want to be healthier and you want to be fitter, guess what? Me and Bobby have connected through the gym. Most of the people that we connect through and been on the show already, it's through the gym. So we choose to be around people that are in the fitness industry and have passion for the fitness.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum, I've got a lot of really interesting kinds of friends. I got some friends who aren't really into health and fitness and prefer to get into a little bit more trouble on the weekends.
Yeah.
Now, if I spend more time with them and then Monday rolls around and I feel more stressed out because I wasn't able to get my weekend workouts in or my energy level's not right on a Monday, that's a problem that I created by being around the people that I know aren't always making the best decisions. So that's something just added more stress to my plate that I didn't need on a Monday morning anyway, and something that I need to, prioritize out a little bit better in the future.
Yeah, you made the decision. Everyone else out there.
I'm the one that did it.
Yeah, you chose to fix that problem.
I created that problem, and I'm also in control of the solution to that problem.
Yeah.
And if I can continue to make the better decision moving forward, guess what? Less stress in my life, happier, more brain space to make even more good decisions, and I don't have to dwell on the things that I end up having control over anyway.
And I think that's the biggest thing. It's end up coming up with a solution to your problem. And like I said at the beginning of the show, it's not about we all have problems. And the problems that Bobby have, I might want, and the problems that I have, he might want some of those. We don't know. I'm a little stronger than Bobby. He might want that problem. I'm trying to get a little leaner. I might want Bobby's problem where I can fit in size smalls. I mean, if I can fit in size small females, then I want Bobby's problem.
Yeah, there you go.
Baby gap all damn day.
But at the end of the day, then some of those aren't even problems.
Yeah.
Right? There was a point where I wanted to be more of the big, bulky physique like Jason's got. Once I finally realized it's not actually a problem, that's not preventing me from achieving any level of happiness in my life. Just the same way he should feel the same way about my scrawny little physique that's not preventing us from being happy, from being around like-minded people, from progressing in our industries and just general, satisfaction in life.
I don't find you to be a problem in my life.
Not
I can
a
just
problem.
push you out of the way.
It's not really a problem, right? So those are the things too let's also determine what a true problem is, right? Are we just worried about the way other people are looking at us, or is it actually something that's interfering with making progress in life?
No, yeah. But I mean, we both own homes. A problem that eventually is going to happen is we're going to have to replace roofs. It's just going to be wear and tear time, and that's a problem that we're going to have to face. Now, that problem might come up to you sooner than for you than me because your house might be older, have an older roof, and then vice versa. I might have to replace my cabinets in my house a little faster. So we have similar problems, but it's just different solutions to those.
It's how we're going to handle them, right? So when I start to see, let's use the roof example. That's perfect. When I start to see damage happening to the roof, a little bit more wear and tear, I know this expense is going to come up. Do I just sit there biting my nails thinking, oh my God, I got to replace this roof soon. Oh my God, this is the worst. I'm so stressed out. This is a terrible thing to think about. Or is it, okay, let's already start budgeting out. Where areas in my budget I can cut back on. I can start moving money over. Let's just get ahead of it and start putting all of my energy into the solution rather than the problem.
And you just hit the nail on the head when it comes to fitness. And my frustration throughout my 20 years plus experience is there's preparation, and those are the customers that are pretty easy to train that choose to budget and prepare for retirement or to get ahead of the problem and start working on their health. And then there's 95% of the people that we run into that it wasn't until they had a leak in the roof or an issue with their health
that
before
doctor
they come
telling
in.
them,
And
okay, this is done.
they
You
didn't
gotta-
financially budget for a trainer. They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't mentally prepare for it. But now they have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's where we have to solve their
maximum
problem,
stress.
and it develops a different problem that we're used to dealing
Mm-hmm.
with, because that's 95% of the people that come in. It's already a problem.
There's already a hole in the roof.
There's already a hole in the
We already
roof.
got to strip that roof off and start over, and we got to dump all this time and energy and effort into it right now, because we got to turn this whole thing around right now. So yeah, super common, never too late, and it's just about the sooner we can start identifying potential problems in the future, making paths to those solutions earlier on, a lot less stress is going to be found in our life.
And that's the solution. And we're hoping that this podcast is helping with the solutions that for some of those problems that are out there in your health, that sometimes we don't have enough time to talk about why we're putting you through an exercise program.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem we're trying to solve right now, is
Yeah.
adding little nuggets through your health with this podcast.
Yeah, and that's it too, because there are some areas of your life, problems arise that we don't have control over.
Yeah.
Right? We totally understand when people were losing their jobs, when you get in that random car accident, when you have that completely random occurring health issue, those things we can't really fight until they show up, right? So these are just suggestions we're trying to make to try to organize everything else in our life, all of our self-inflicted problems, right? I got plenty of those I got to get under control. There's plenty of things that I need to better organize in my life to make room for, okay, when those truly random situations do arise, okay, I'm not wasting energy on things that I should have been taking care of months ago. I can get straight into the new stuff now.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's it.
That's
Easy.
it. That's it.
So people, your problems are your problems.
Your problems are your problems.
We hope we get them under control. If you need our help to get any of those done, of course, reach out to us.
Yeah, leave a
It's the
comment.
name of the game.
We love the comments that you guys are sending us so far.
Drop
So
the comments.
Drop a comment.
Share our stuff. Like it, love it. Whatever you guys got to do, help spread the word and get us that feedback so we can be answering more specifically the things that apply to you guys.
Yeah, we can help you with those solutions.
We're here to help.
We're here to help. Remember, if it was easy, it'd be cheesy.